There are probably a number of other ways she could do it, but this is the way she selected to do it, and the way she selected to do it is illegal.
Senate President Pro Tem Phil Berger says Governor Perdue's plan to pay out tax refunds violates the state constitution, and it could threaten your refund. Perdue is in California this week, but her spokeswoman defended the plan through Twitter. Wednesday, Chrissy Pearson said, "Today's duh moment. Don't you think we asked first? Fund transfer is legal." She's referring to the governor's plan to take $100 million from the Employment Security Commission Reserve Fund and spend it on tax refunds. Perdue says she would repay the ESC. Treasurer Janet Cowell and Comptroller David McCoy signed off on the plan. Republican leaders say McCoy alerted them. They immediately questioned its constitutionality.
An illustration and an indication of the poor management that we've seen at the state level. They've known for 12 months that this was a problem.
McCoy defended the plan, but also froze the transfer. In another memo, Jerry Cohen, the General Assembly's Director of Legislative Bill Drafting, said, "It is clear to me that Article 5, Section 5 of the North Carolina Constitution clearly forbids applying those funds to any other purpose." The North Carolina Court of Appeals ruling in Goldston v. North Carolina seems to support Cohen. That case centered on former Governor Mike Easley raiding the Highway Trust Fund. Constitutional expert Bob Orr argued that case to the North Carolina Supreme Court. He's also a former Supreme Court justice and explains the crux of the court's ruling.
When you impose a tax, you're supposed to say what that's for, and then you only spend that money for that particular purpose.
Like spending unemployment tax revenue on unemployment benefits. Republicans say the governor could have also avoided the constitutional questions by not vetoing Senate Bill 13. Since Republicans say that SB 13 gives the governor the power she needs to pay the tax refunds on time, the Senate voted to override her veto of the bill. Except on the other side of the General Assembly, the House did not take up a veto attempt. Although Speaker of the House Tom Tillis did say not addressing the situation leaves the door open to a lawsuit.
We're concerned if we did not challenge what the governor has proposed, that some third party could bring a lawsuit and actually put taxpayer refunds at risk.
Orr now leads the North Carolina Institute for Constitutional Law and has a reputation for suing the state, but he says that's a last resort.
There are easy ways to do it, and then there are far more complicated and time-consuming ways, and one can only hope that good government and reasoned approaches prevail.
For CarolinaJournal.tv, I'm Anthony Greco.